to you, if you don't obey God, you're going to end up doing some real time. Not jail time, prison time. Wow. Hear what I say? And you won't like it. Tell you what I hear. Amen. Come on, give God some praise. Prison ain't fun.
No, it ain't.
I've been there. Jail is one thing, because when you're in jail, you know you're going to get out.
That's right.
When you're in prison, it's a whole different thing.
That's right.
You're living among animals.
That's right.
You live among people who will never get out.
That's right.
They don't care.
And when they know they're never going to get out, they have no conscience.
That's so true.
You talk to me.
That's right.
I lived among murderers who have no conscience. Nothing means nothing. So, it all seems glamorous. You do a little county jail time, 30 days, and you wait to go to court and all that kind of stuff. Wait, let that judge say 5 years. Sure. It's a whole different story. Flat time. That means
Straight.
Every day for day.
there you go. Ain't no joke, is it? No, it ain't. Eating soups and making breaks, that ain't fun. I've been there. Trust me. Come on, give God some praise. Let me tell you what I heard the Lord say to this house. God says he's very pleased with your labor. Some of what you went through, the Lord says to me, others would have quit and shut down. Particularly when this ministry has had to operate out of your pocket. Mm-hmm. There are others who closed down and said, if it costs me, I ain't going to do it. And God said, because you and your husband said, we don't care what the cost is, we're going to do it. God said, I will spare no cost of blessing you. And the blessing is going to come down to your children and your children's children. God told me that prosperity shall be the portion of everyone in your bloodline. None of your babies will know what it means to be broke. And the angel told me to tell you, yes, you got a good house, he said, but that ain't the house. He said, I got another one coming. He said, not right now.
Right.
He said, I got another one coming that you're going to sit in that house and folks going to say, what? There's nothing people doing in that house. Because God said, I'm going to set you up. That's the good work of it. Jesus. The Lord shows me, and I hear you praying. Let me have you up in one real quick.
Glory to God. Thank you, Jesus.
And you were praying two ways. You were praying under your breath, but you were praying in your thoughts. And here's what you were saying. God, we lost so much money. God said, you don't lose it because I know where it's at. I said, angel Lord said, I'm going to give every dime in 2021. God said, every dime that you sold from a pure heart, I'm going to give it back to you. The angel showed me there was a time you got so prosperous was ridiculous. And you took a big hit, but it didn't take you under. The angel said, I'm getting ready to restore you because you didn't quit.
Jesus, Jesus, Jesus.
God said, not only am I going to restore you, but I'm going to add some on top of it.
Amen.
To bless you. And the angel said, ignore those people who said they were stupid. God said, you did what you did out of your heart.
Yeah.
I hear people say that was a stupid thing. But you did what you did because you were following God. And God said, I will honor what you did. So God said, get ready for houses.
Amen.
Houses.
Hallelujah.
One of y'all, I don't know which one of y'all, will not be working because you'll be managing your houses.
Amen.
God said, watch what I'm getting ready to do.
Amen.
Hallelujah. There were 3 different times these are significant times when you were set to be killed. 2 times it was murder, and the 3rd time the enemy was just going to create a scenario in your body to kill you, is what I say. But the angel said, I have spared you because there's a work that I want to do through you that I signed to your father that your father didn't get done. And so the angel said, everything that your daddy didn't get done is your portion.
Amen.
I prophesied this to you in the month of March. Around the 3rd week of the month of March, everything is going to change for you. There's a door connected to education that you tried to walk in about a month ago, I think it is. I don't know if I had paperwork or something that closed. God says it's a temporary closure. Because I'm getting ready to reopen the door, here God say, for you to get some education that you want. It's like certifications or something. God said, I got you. He said, believe me because I got you. That's the word of the Lord Jesus. The angel told me to tell you that you pleased him.
Amen.
And I see this young man, he's praying for a wife. You don't know who he's praying for, but he's praying for you.
Jesus!
And God said, he's going to stand right next to you, and you're going to recognize him. And you go, right, boom. God said, I promise this to you. And y'all can go forth and be happily married. I see 3 different children that God's going to give to you. And the angel showed me there's somebody in your family, there's a woman in your family that's had some issues with birth and having children. But God said, that's not your portion. It's not coming down your lineage. You're going to have babies with ease.
Yes! Hallelujah!
The world comes and says to you this season, God said, whatever you ask me is my good pleasure to do. And the world comes and says to me, there are 2 things you've been asking God about. And God said, I told you yes. Why do you keep asking me over and over when I told you yes? And the angel said, I don't know what happened, but there was a struggle in you coming to this church. I see some family members that were just, they thought they had some control over you and wanted you. And so for you to come here was like a breakthrough, like you had to break out of something to get here. And God said, when you got here, you got free. And so the angel said, I'm winding the clock back 7 years.
Jesus.
7 years and 6 months, 2 days. I'm winding the clock back to give you back a lost season that you missed. You went through a very dark, difficult season. God said, I'm giving those days back to you. Now, I see somebody like your sister, I think it is, almost a natural sister, and something real tragic happened to her. There was a major loss in her life. I don't know if it was a child or whatever, but there was a major loss in her life is what I see. And God said, I'm going to put a word of comfort in your mouth for your sister. I see somebody that's your brother, or if it's a natural brother, or like a brother to you, that's in a bad place. And so God said, I'm going to put a word in your mouth for them. God said, I'm going to make you the balm of Gilead in your family.
My God.
You're going to be the healer, and you will be the restorer of the breach.
Yes.
You were the reject, but God said, you're the one that's going to be the healer. That's the
Hallelujah.
right here. Stand.
Glory to God.
God tells me to tell you, I'm extending your days.
Amen.
You're going to live a long time. God said, I got some more years for you to live.
Amen.
God said, you're ready to live a long, long time. God said, I ain't finished with you yet.
Amen. Amen.
Keith, God said, that baby's going to be so prophetic, it's going to be ridiculous. And that baby's going to be a money baby.
Amen.
From a little boy, he's going to be entrepreneurial. I mean, as soon as he can read and count. Now, he's going to seem to be stingy, but God said, no, he's going to be frugal, not stingy. God's putting an anointing on him for money. I stand up.
Glory to God.
I know I seem like I prophesy this to you all the time, but trust me, it's God. God says, he wants you to sow a big seed. Because there's a big real estate thing coming down the road, and you need a seed to make it happen. I see you owning a piece of property that when the people see who owned it, they're going to make this little girl own this. Because God said, I'm about to set you up like you can't imagine.
Amen.
And the angel of the Lord said, I'm setting you up for your husband.
Thank you, Lord.
He said, because the husband that I have for you will not be broke. The husband I have for you is going to be a man of substance.
Amen.
He's not going to be like a model kit you got to put them all together. He's going to be already together. And so the angel also will get you together. So that when y'all meet, it's going to be like an explosion. Your money and his money are going to become more money. Get ready. He said, now watch this. He said, a lot of things I want you to do. He said, go to the gym. He said, go buy some new clothes. I hear God say, when you step out your house, I want you to be just boom.
Oh, Jesus. Glory.
I'm telling you, I heard God. He said, just be like him. But when you step out, be boom.
Amen.
Because God said He's going to look at you and say, who? Watch this. God said, I made attraction. I created it. You know, we have lost that today.
That's right.
We lost that today. Come on, say amen, somebody.
Amen.
That's why everybody dresses down. We've lost the sense of honor.
Come on.
Am I helping
Yeah.
somebody now?
Yeah.
That's all gone.
Yeah.
Am I helping somebody? Stand
That's
up.
right.
I gave it to her last time, but the Lord told me, I have not forgotten you. God said, ask me. He said, take the next week and ask me, Lord, what do you want me to do? And I prophesied this to you. She's going to come back next Sunday and tell you exactly what the Lord wanted her to do. She got a gift that's sitting there that she ain't using. Somebody shout in the house.
Hallelujah.
I know what this means, but the Lord said you've been battling off depression. There's a financial thing around you that's got you depressed. And Angel also told me to tell you part of depression comes from some betrayal. I see some betrayal where somebody who's in your life that has not taken their responsibility and left you hanging. But God said, where they fail, I'm going to pick up the slack. And the angel shows me this. You've been thinking about school and education. God said, go back. He said, I'm going to take care of everything. I'm going to pay every bill for you. And the angel shows me you live someplace where you ain't happy. You don't like where you live. And God said, I'm about to move you. Because the place where you live, they don't honor you at all. They're all in your business. It's like you ain't got no privacy, no nothing. They treat you like a little girl. You're not a little girl no more. And so the angel said, begin to shout about it. Start shouting. Put your hands up and start shouting.
Hallelujah.
Come on, somebody.
Hallelujah. 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 Thank you, Lord.
God said, I require seed from you.
Thank you, Lord.
God said, there's a breakthrough coming for you guys connected to your seed. And the angel just shows me you guys have been in a place with finances. Now, it's not a struggle, but it's not what you need to flourish. And the angel says, I'm coming to visit you. If you obey the man of God and sow today, God said, I'm going to open a door for you that's going to blow your mind. Matter of fact, my brother, the Lord says to me, you have some kind of business idea it's just kind of on the shelf. It may have a little bit of life to it, but it ain't flourishing. And God said, I'm going to blow on it, is what I hear God say. You have entrepreneurs in your lineage. I think your dad was an entrepreneur. There's some entrepreneurs in your lineage. And God said, I'm about to restore the entrepreneurial flow through you. Amen. You will be an employer and not an employee. I know what this means, but I see something like a cleaning business or something that God's going to put in you guys' hands that's going to make crazy money. But not only is it going to make crazy money, it's going to be a place where young people are going to get some employment and jobs, and God's going to give you contracts. Now, sometimes you get a word that you didn't think about as confirmation, but some words are opening words. You get words we never thought about that. Still doesn't mean that it's God. And God said, I'm introducing my mind to you at the next level.
Wow.
And so God said, begin to go pray. And I said, God, we never thought about that, but if it's you, we want it. And God said, you're going to make crazy, crazy money. And the angel takes me back to you when you were 13 years old. I see right after your 13th birthday, I see something happen in your household that brought major change. That from 13 years old, you were no longer a little girl. It's like you had to be a grown woman from 13 years old on. And God, so all those years when you had to be grown up and didn't have a chance to relax, and didn't have a chance to enjoy life, God said, I'm going to turn those years back to you, is what I hear God say. And so the angel said there were some things that you want to do in terms of skill sets that you didn't get a chance to do because of those years of the burden of being an adult when you should have been just a little teenager. God said, I'm going to give back that time to you because God said, I count things up different than you do.
Amen.
You count money. God said, I count days, weeks, months, cycles, and times. And God said, I've counted up all those days, weeks, cycles, and times that belong to you. He said, I'm putting interest on them, and I'm giving them back to you. And God said, one of the ways I'm giving them back to you will be divine health. God says, sickness shall not be your portion. Now, there's some sickness that runs in your lineage. I believe it's diabetes. God says, shall never be your portion. I hear God say. God said, health shall be your portion. That's the word of the Lord. Come on, somebody.
Glory.
Why you move from here? From here.
I didn't want to cut in front of you.
Get back over here. I don't like when people move to the back. That tells me something. Now here, let me tell you, Angel just told me to tell you. He said, stop letting yourself be discouraged.
Oh, wow.
Make a decision. Say, my last discouraged day is over. I will be discouraged no more. You got a husband? Guess what? You do have a husband. You just ain't met him yet. Because I got somebody coming, his name sounds like a nuts and something like that there. And God, he gonna light you up and bless you. You're gonna be crazy happy. The angel said, I'm wiping away all of your past. And the angel told me to tell you this. He said, stop feeling bad about yourself, saying what you're not. You have a whole bunch of talents that you're sitting on because you're afraid. And God's getting ready to deliver you from fear. That's the word of the Lord. Come on, somebody, shout. You have a problem with your blood pressure? Okay, God's got something about to regulate your blood pressure. He said, but I'm going to show you 3 things God's going to require you to do. God said, I'm going to heal you in your body. I prophesy the day will come you will not use that. God said, I'm going to heal you, but you're going to have to obey me. God's going to give you a whole strategy for eating, a whole strategy for exercise. And I see God putting somebody with you as a buddy or a partner that's going to help you. I prophesy, woman of God, if you obey the word of the Lord, in a year's time from now, people are not going to recognize you. And the angel said, part of what you're going through is depression. Depression is the major thing. And there were some major losses that you took. Your childhood was very troubled. I don't know what your relation was with your dad, but I see a lot of hollering words that just was not words of encouragement. And God said, so you're still like resting on the word curses. But God said, I'm lifting the word curses off you so you can go forward. The angel goes, I'm giving you. He said, tell this daughter of mine, I'm giving you back every lost day. That's the word of
Thank you, Lord God. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Thank you, Lord God. Hallelujah, Jesus. Thank you, Lord God. Hallelujah, Jesus. Thank you, Lord God. You're worthy, Lord God. Hallelujah. Hallelujah, Jesus.
This is not a church building. It's a building. It's an apartment building. And the angel said, I'm going to give this apartment building to you.
Woo, Jesus.
And you won't be amazed. I see 6 to 8 different suites. God said, I'm going to give it to you. It's going to be so supernatural. It's going to be ridiculous. You're going to have to put a little bit of money in it and rehab it and rent it out. And God said, it's going to be an income stream for you. The angel said, I'm the God who knows how to make his people wealthy. God said, I'm going to make you and your husband wealthy.
Amen.
The angel said, there's so much wealth coming. I prophesy Darryl will not stay at Lincoln Electric until retirement age. The day will come when he will say, you know something? I don't need this no more. I got so much money in my other income streams. Come on, shout.
Amen. Hallelujah.
You're behind schedule, quicken your pace. You're behind, and there's some stuff you got to stop doing. Some thinking and some things you watch and look at. Stop doing it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Thank you, Lord Jesus. Hallelujah, Jesus.
Have a young lady.
Thank you.
Tell the boyfriend come back out here. Guess what? Don't get mad at me. I'm just a prophet. I'm gonna tell you this too. Y'all can't afford no children. Y'all can't afford no children. Let me tell you something. I feel your spirit, you mad, but guess what? I'm just a mailman. Get better than the one who sent the letter to you. Y'all can't afford no children. How old are you now? 20. And how old are you? I'm gonna tell y'all this. I want y'all to hear this. Make a decision. If y'all can get married, get married. If you ain't, go different directions. Because y'all gonna have some babies. Tell me what I say. Tell me what I say? Come on, say amen somebody.
Amen.
Come on, say amen. Come on, put your hands.
Amen.
Put your hands up and give God some praise.
Hallelujah.
For such is common command.
Yes.
But God is faithful. The Bible says He will always give us what? A way to what? Escape.
Amen.
There's a word in the Hebrew called malat. And that word means to escape or to be made slippery. Ooh, that's good stuff. Somebody said to be made slippery.
To be made slippery.
God told me to study the mystery of escape. How many ways God has prepared to cause His children to be able to get out when it seems like there ain't no way out.
My God, Jesus. My God.
Somebody say the mystery
The
mystery
of escape.
of escape.
When God stand up right there. I don't know. This is weird. January. What does January mean to you, other than the fact that it's January? Is this any significant event that's connected to your life in January? What is it? Huh? They passed or what? It's your sister? And January means what? That's your birthday. Because when I looked at you, I heard January. So stand up. If the angel told me to tell you, the devil told you that you don't have a lot of birthdays left. But the angel said you got a whole lot of birthdays left.
Amen.
You're going to be here for a long time.
Amen.
God told me that I owe you some things. I'm going to give them to you
Yes,
if you stay patient. You watch.
Amen.
Amen.
I'm going to give God some praise.
Hallelujah.
Escape. I remember the old song they used to sing, How I Got Over. My soul looks back and wonders how I got over, how I got out when the devil said I could not get out. When the devil said, this is it, this is your last song, I lived another day. When the judge said, I'm giving you Buck Rogers time. I'm giving you so much time, Star Wars couldn't count it.
Amen.
And God said, nah, I got another plan. Come on, shout somebody. Buck Rogers, they don't remember Buck Rogers. It's Star Wars. Genesis chapter 19, verse 15 through 24. And when the morning arose, the angels hastened Lot, saying, Arise, take thy wife and thy 2 daughters, which are here, lest thou be consumed in the iniquity of the city. And while he lingered, the men laid hold upon his hand, and upon the hand of his wife, and upon the hand of his 2 daughters, the Lord being merciful unto him, and they brought him forth and set him without the city. So Father, bless the word in Jesus' name. There are 2 things we're going to see as we read this portion of scripture from verse 15 to 24. How God can cause you to escape. The first method that God used to bring Lot out was angelic deliverance. Someone say angelic deliverance.
Angelic deliverance.
Verse 16. And while he lingered, the men. Now, there's frequent times when angels are called men. Say amen, somebody.
Amen.
God has a company of angels who have one job, one assignment. That's to get you out.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sometimes they are actually celestial beings, and sometimes they're terrestrial beings. There are people who God has anointed to unlock for you a door that can't be unlocked.
Ooh, that's a word. That's a word.
So Lot needed to get out, and you notice here, this is important to see, is that the men laid hold upon his hand and upon the hand of his wife. Now, if we stretch this out, the word hand in Hebrew word is cat, which is the physical hand, but your real hand is your spirit.
Right.
And the men, which were angels, laid hold upon his hand. You ever been in depression?
Amen.
And somehow you came out?
Yeah.
That's because the men, the Isham, they call the Isham.
Jesus.
The angels came and laid hold upon your spirit. Say amen, somebody.
Amen.
And pulled you out of a place of depression.
My God.
Pulled
That's
you out of a
good.
place where it looked like I'm not going to have a better day. Say amen, somebody.
Amen.
God always has a way to cause you to escape. Sometimes he just have to pull you enough for you to see the unseeable.
Come on. Come on.
Teach.
Come on.
I'll tell you a story. Years ago, I was doing time, and I applied for, I was waiting for the judge to give me a judicial release, and I got the letter, and let me go back in the story. The Lord told me, he said, on a certain day, I'm going to release you from this place. Now, there were two places I was in. One, I was locked up, and the second, I was depressed.
Come on.
Say amen, somebody.
Amen.
Those are two places I didn't want to be. Now, watch what happened. On the day that I thought I was going to get out, the pack-up police came, COs came, to pack people up. I thought it was coming to pack me up. I heard them come with the box. I said, that's me. They went right past my bed. And pack somebody else up. But watch what happened. That day, I stopped being depressed.
Come on. Come on.
And God said, I told you on this day, I was taking you out.
Wow.
I said, no. I said, oh, Lord, that's tricky, Lord. That's tricky. So I want to go home. He said, I told you I'm taking you out. And from that day forward, even though my circumstances hadn't changed, the angel had took my hand. Somebody talked to me.
Come on.
And pulled me out. And then I had a dream. And in a dream, I saw myself in the projects I used to live in New York City. We had this back door entrance. And I saw myself walking through the back door. Didn't know what it meant. A few months later, I looked at on the wall. It said Joseph Prude. Shock probation. I said, wow. Am I helping somebody?
Yes.
But see, he had to first bring me out in my spirit.
Yeah.
Am I helping somebody in the house?
Yes.
So I could come out naturally.
My God.
You don't
Teach.
come out in your spirit.
Yes.
And you come out as a prisoner. Say amen, somebody.
Yes.
There's no victory in it. And the
Amen.
angels took his hand and his wife's hand and brought them out before they knew they was out. Somebody,
Right.
sometimes God brought you out and you just can't see it.
Come on.
Yes.
Because you're waiting for the natural manifestation.
Yes.
You ever have a conversation about God with God, he changed the subject. Lord, listen. You know why I'm not talking to you about that? Because I already fixed that.
Amen.
Say
Amen.
amen, somebody.
Amen.
He's talking to me about what I already done. Say
Amen.
Amen. Lord, I need you. He said, I already answered you. Because remember, God answers two ways. The Hebrew word for answer is Anna. It means this. First, God answers by a word. If you don't hear the word, then he answers by an act.
Wow.
Are you hearing what I'm saying? First, he answers by a word. Let me give you an example. God showed me this. Back in the days of slavery, the slave nations were also the Bible Belt. Isn't that interesting? The nations that had not the nations, the states that had slavery were the Bible Belt. And God said, he said, let me show you something, son.
Yeah.
He said, the reason it was the Bible Belt is because I wanted the preachers to preach slavery out of the hearts of the slave masters.
Wow.
He said,
Amen.
that was my first answer.
Amen.
He said, but they wouldn't do it. They compromised. He said, I couldn't answer them anymore by a word, so I sent an act, which was the Civil War.
My God.
And more people died in the Civil War. 960,000 people died or were injured in the Civil War. More than World War I, World War II Korea and Iraq combined.
Wow.
Because God first answered with a word. They wouldn't hear it.
Amen.
So he answered with an act.
Amen.
Are you getting this? Are you getting this?
Jesus.
So when God's trying to get you out, he needs to get you out in you first.
Amen.
Right.
I done seen guys go to AA, say amen to somebody, NA, and stand up and say, I am an addict. You still bound.
Yes, you are.
And you ain't delivered.
Come on.
It's just what day you going back.
Right.
Come on, say amen, somebody. It's
That's
just
a
what
word.
day am I going to get tired of this fight and just give up? Talk to me in the house.
Yes.
But God has a way
Jesus.
to bring you out, a divine way. Am I helping somebody?
This is good. This is good. You're doing a
Young
stretch.
man, God going to make you wealthy. It's in your lineage.
Amen.
It's in your family.
Amen.
You ain't got that. Verse 17. And it came to pass when they brought them forth. Now here's what's interesting about this. The Bible doesn't tell us the method of transportation.
No, he don't.
Somebody
No,
say,
he don't.
"Hey."
Right.
All we know is the angels moved them spiritually and then moved them physically. I submit to you, they got translated.
Come on. Come on.
Oh, that's good.
That's wonderful.
God violated the laws of physics.
Jesus.
I wish somebody shout.
Jesus.
Look at somebody say, God will break some laws on my behalf.
God break some laws.
He'll break, he'll break his own rules. Come on, shout.
Come on.
Come on, say amen.
Break the rules for me, Jesus.
God will make today tomorrow and tomorrow today he'll make up, down, say amen. Somebody look at north, south, from the east, west, give it to you. Say amen, somebody. Come on. Come on, sea line, stop time. Around. Come on, shout somebody. Stop time for you and make it go forward for everybody else. Your car is just about to crash. God, stop everything. Say amen, somebody.
Amen.
Shout somebody.
Thank you, Lord God.
Glory.
Of escape.
This is good.
Now watch this.
Come on.
And it came to pass when they had brought them forth abroad,
Wow.
they escaped. Then he said, escape. Oh, I brought you out. Angelically and supernaturally, I brought you out. I've done as much as I will do. Now it's up to you.
Amen.
But watch what he told me. He said, escape. And the Hebrew word there is malat, which means be slippery.
Come on.
That's what somebody told me.
Come on.
He said, I brought you out. Now I made you slippery.
Come on. Let's go.
Go to me.
Let's go. Let's go.
I made you slippery.
Hallelujah.
As long as you stay in me, I made you slippery.
Glory.
Come on, say amen, somebody.
Amen.
They may send you a letter.
Hey.
You get the letter after the day they're going to turn your lights on. And your lights are still on. He said, because I made you slippery. Come on. Come on, shout somebody. I made you slippery. The devil was trying all he could do to get you. He said, but I made you slippery. Shout amen, somebody.
Glory to God. Oh.
Couldn't hold you.
Couldn't hold me.
Even though they had a legal right to hold you.
Come
I
on.
said, I broke my own law.
Jesus.
I wish somebody shout.
Hallelujah.
Just because you belong to me.
Glory to God. Hallelujah. Jesus. That's good about
Look at 1 Samuel chapter 19, verse 10.
Oh, Lord Samuel.
And Saul sought to smite David, even to the wall with his javelin. But David slipped away.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Yes,
Out
he
of
did.
Saul's presence. And he smote the javelin into the wall, and David fled and escaped or slipped away
Well,
that night.
amen.
Somebody talk to me.
Amen.
You cannot go before your time.
Amen.
Watch this part. The Bible says, many are the afflictions of the righteous, but the Lord delivers them out of all. If you listen to that verse very carefully, that means that you cannot have one more affliction that is assigned to you. Because many are. In other words, when you got here, There was a certain set of afflictions that belong to you. Every affliction that's not yours can't hold you.
Amen.
Every affliction that is not a sign to change your character
Come
can't find you.
Come on.
You can navigate through bullets. Come on, shout somebody. Somebody shout. The Bible says no plague shall come nigh thy dwelling. There was a man named John G. Lake who was an apostle who went to Africa. And there was an epidemic. I'm trying to think what it was. It wasn't leukemia, it was an epidemic. And John proved something. He said, take the disease and put it on my hand.
Wow.
I remember that.
He said, look at a microscope and watch it die.
Wow.
Come on.
Because God made me slippery.
Come on. Come on.
Even a bug can't catch me. Even the disease can't hold on to me. No plague shall come. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at the right side, but it shall not come nigh thee, because God has made me slippery. I'm slippery. I wish somebody shouted. Watch this. Genesis 32, 5 through 8. This is Jacob caught in his own mess. You know, he had stole Esau's birthright.
Yes.
He pulled a trick on Laban.
Yeah, he did.
So now he's running from Laban. And while he's running from Laban, Esau is right ahead of him.
Uh-oh.
He's in between places.
That's
When the
good.
Bible says, be sure your sins will find you out.
Yep.
And
It
watch
sure
this part.
will.
Watch this part. I have oxen and asses, flocks and men servants, women servants. I have sent to tell my Lord that I might find great. So in other words, I'm going to send a little bit of a blessing to Esau. Maybe he won't kill me, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the messengers returned to Jacob, saying, we came to our brother Esau. Also he cometh to meet thee with 400 men. Now Jacob, the con man, that's what his name means, con man, subplanet, deceiver. He is stuck in between his tricks.
Ooh, that's good.
Stuck in
That's
between his
good.
tricks.
Ooh, you better teach.
Anybody been there? Give me-
Yeah.
You ever been there? You ever been stuck in between your tricks?
My God.
You floated a check. Say amen, somebody. Because you knew some money was coming. Say amen, somebody. Yeah. In between your tricks. Come on, say amen, somebody. And that money didn't come that day. Say amen, somebody. And you stuck in between the tricks. I ain't gonna pay this bill by credit card. I'm gonna put a check in the mail. Give me a few days. Say amen, somebody. And for some reason, the check got to California the next day. And usually takes 7 days. Say amen, somebody. And then you look at your account and you stuck in between the trip. And Jacob was greatly afraid. He couldn't think his way out of this. And distressed. And he divided the people that were with him, the flocks and herds and the camels, into 2 bands. And said, if Esau comes, and still Jacob still pulling tricks. He said, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make Esau think I ain't got as much as I got. Watch this. And he said, if Esau come to one company and smite it, and the other company which is left shall escape. Now the word escape is a different word. It's not malat. The word there is called pelet.
Right.
That means to be delivered
Amen.
or to be cut out.
Wow.
He says, so perhaps they can be cut out of the equation. I'm going to fool him and make him think I only got 200 when I got 400.
Right.
Story of his life. That's the story of his life.
This out of the equation. I say collect.
Collect.
When David was running from Absalom, his son,
Amen.
everybody left David.
Yeah, they did.
But he had two groups of mercenaries. One was called the Pelethites. They were paid mercenaries. They walked on one side of David. And on the other side, he had a group called the Cherethites, which means they knew how to cut. Come on, shout somebody. Their anointing was, if you got in a mess, they could cut you out of it.
Wow.
Come on, say this. So we had the Cherethites and the Pelethites.
Okay.
Everybody else left. But these were his ride or die people. Say amen, somebody.
Amen.
Anybody got some ride or die people? Say amen, somebody.
Amen.
They don't be in church if nobody else comes. Say amen, somebody.
Amen.
You know there's people actually come to church and come to the parking lot, see how many cars there ain't nobody there, I'm going home. Say amen, somebody. Come on, I know that. Oh, you gonna talk to me in the house? Shout. Talk to me. Oh, yes, they do, yes. But you got some I don't care who's here. I'm here. That's your ride or die here. That's your Pelethites and your Cherethites. Say amen, somebody. They're gonna walk by your side. They're gonna cut you out. Say amen, somebody. They're gonna pull you out. Shout somebody. God always got help me, somebody. God anointed to bring you out and cause you to escape. If you can't get yourself out, I'll send somebody to pull you out.
Come on.
That's your ride or die. Your posse. Say amen, somebody. Pastor, I got your back. And I ain't giving lip service. I'm obedient. Shout. Ain't no devil in a person.
Come on.
Oh, that's nice. Listen to 2 Samuel 15:18. And all his servants passed on beside him, and all the Cherethites and the Pelethites and the Gittites, 600 men, which came after him from Gath, passed on before the king. I know somebody got this.
Come on. Come on.
This group went before the king. Somebody say before the king.
Before the king.
Some folks want to walk with you, be seen with you.
Come on now.
There's a certain overflow of honor. Say amen, somebody.
Amen.
But nobody want to take the first blow. Nobody want to take the rock that was aimed at you. I wish somebody was shouting. I want to shout somebody.
Yes.
Hallelujah.
So they went before David. They was brothers too.
Come on.
Come on.
You back. Don't mess with this. We will cut you and not think about it and step in your blood. Say amen, somebody. You put your hands on, we will pull him out. We will make a way for him to escape. Shout somebody in the house. We'll make a path when there's no path. We'll jump over a mountain. Say amen, somebody. We'll forge through a river. Remember David got thirsty? And said, oh, that I might have a drink. And they broke through the enemy's line. Say amen. He was a mighty man. And they get David a drink of water. Come on, shout. Shout somebody in the house.
Glory. Jesus.
Come on now.
Are you getting this?
Glory.
So if that don't work, God got another way to bring you out.
Amen.
Jesus.
He will convey you away. John chapter 8, verse 59. And he took up stones to cast at him. Watch this. This is crazy.
My God.
But Jesus hid himself.
Yep.
If you read it with a calm mind, you think, well, he put a crash all over his head. No. He just made himself invisible.
That's right.
Ooh,
That's it.
well, Jesus did that. Doesn't the Bible say, what should I do?
Yeah.
Shall you do also?
Amen.
I have been invisible. I have walked up and stood right behind member, but it was behind numbers. Me and my wife went to the movies and watched a member cheat on one of our daughters. And they was that far away. And we just sitting there looking right at them, just smiling at each other. Come on, say amen, somebody.
Amen.
Couldn't even see us. God made us invisible. With somebody.
Come on.
God will make your enemies forget about you. Say
Amen.
They're looking for you, but they can't find you. They can't trace you. Come on, somebody help me. Jesus just made himself invisible. Come on, shout somebody in the house.
Yes, Lord.
Thank you, Lord.
Watch this.
Wow.
And walked right through the midst of them. Say
Amen.
right through the midst of them. I'm walking right through stuff where my enemies got a picture of me saying one.
Amen.
They got a picture of me saying one. Hey, how you doing? Don't even see me. I wish somebody shout.
Come on.
It's called the mystery of escape.
Amen. Thank you, Lord. Thank you,
Right
Lord.
on through them. Right through the midst of them. How you doing? Shaking the hand. God bless you. See, it's a nice suit you got on. They said, where Jesus at? Where he at? Where he hid himself. Let me tell you how you hide yourself. Learn to shut up.
Amen.
Sometimes you're talking, but your mouth too big.
Come on now.
Sometimes God's trying to hide you, but you got to have something to say.
Yes.
Come on, say amen, somebody.
Amen.
I'm going to get them straight. Sometimes the best thing to do is be quiet.
Yes. Amen.
Am I helping somebody?
Period.
Yes, sir.
Come on.
Teach.
I'm going to get them straight. I'm going to get away from them. Luke 4:28. Let me tell you what else I heard God say. God said, I'm going to bless this house with money.
Amen.
I prophesy there's going to be a corporate anointing of money.
Thank you,
Your
Lord.
offerings and tithes are going to triple and double.
Thank you, Jesus.
Receive
I
that.
see God waking up people in their sleep about their giving.
Thank you,
Amen.
Jesus. Thank you, Jesus.
There's 3 people in here that God told them to give $1,000 seed. And they didn't do it because they were reasoning. And it was the key to their next level. I see another person has become disenchanted with giving for 2 reasons. Number 1, they've been listening to internet teaching. And they sowed some seed and haven't been patient enough to wait for the harvest.
Wow.
I prophesy by the man of God, by the time the next time I come back here, there's going to be some financial testimonies.
Amen. Amen. Thank you, Lord.
And all they in the synagogue, when they heard these things, were filled with wrath. Watch this part. And they rose up and thrust him out of the city, led him to the brow of the hill wherein the city was built. They might cast him down headlong, and he passed through the midst of them. I said his way. They brought Jesus, they're going to throw him off the cliff. And Jesus said, ain't nobody got time for that.
Hallelujah.
Come on, somebody. And just navigated his way.
Look,
I wish somebody shouted.
I don't got that.
Navigated his way. Come on, shout somebody.
Come on.
Come on, give God some glory.
Hallelujah.
I heard God say this to you. I got ways to bring you out that you can't even think of.
Thank you, Lord.
Because I specialize.
Thank you, Lord.
In doing the unexpected.
Thank you, Lord. Thank
Let me tell you something else God will do for you.
Thank you, Lord.
You can hear this carefully. He will create a deliverance that never existed.
Wow.
Yes. Yes.
Come on.
Yes.
Come on.
The
Yes.
Bible says there's a path that no fowl has ever flown and the vulture's eye has never seen. Now watch this. Now a bird can fly 360 degrees of angles. But God said, I'm going to add a new angle for you.
Amen. Thank you, Jesus. Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
He said, I'm going to add 360
Thank you,
degrees
Lord
and 2
Jesus.
latitudes.
Hallelujah,
I will
Jesus.
temporarily create them to get you.
Thank you, Lord Jesus. Thank you, Lord. Thank you,
God
Jesus.
will invent a way and will create a way
Thank you, Lord.
that you'll just sing a song, How I Got Over.
Amen.
And wonders.
Thank you, Lord
How
God.
I got over.
Thank you, Father God. Thank you, Lord Jesus.
Amen. Hallelujah.
Thank you,
Here's
Lord.
another way God can bring you out.
Thank you, Lord.
He can make you not feel it, even though you're there.
Amen.
He can make you escape any place.
Come on.
I ain't out the situation, but I'm out.
Amen.
Jesus. Jesus.
Oh, I wish somebody shout.
That's good.
My body's still there, but I'm gone.
Come on. Yes.
Listen to this verse. Listen to this
Yes.
verse. Psalms 89, 58, 9. Before your pots, well, this is good. Before your pots can feel the heat of the burning thorns, he will blow them away, green
Amen.
and blazing alive.
Thank you, Lord.
Oh,
Thank you, God.
God said they'll hit you. They'll smack you. And before the message goes through your nerve system, I'll tell your brain it didn't happen.
Oh, Jesus.
Come on.
My
Come
God.
on.
Come on, somebody.
Come on.
Thank you. Hallelujah.
When you shoot
Glory.
me, hurt,
Hallelujah. That's powerful.
I will tell hurt you can't operate today.
Come on.
Jesus.
And you'll be right in the situation.
My
Come
God.
on now.
You'll be so deep in the situation you have to say, oh, I forgot I'm in a trial.
Come on. Jesus.
I forgot I'm in a trial. I'm laughing, saying that to somebody. I'm prophesying. I'm in a trial because he delivered me in place before it could touch me. Although it touched me, it couldn't touch me.
Come on.
My God.
Thank you, Lord.
And I said the mystery
The
mystery
of mistake.
That's
That's
good.
good.
Ooh, that's good.
That's good. That's fire.
That's good.
I can't stay long. Next thing he can do, he can make you live above the situation. 2 Samuel
Amen.
22, 34, 33 and 34. 2 Samuel 22, 33 and 34. Just 34 actually. He maketh my feet like hinds feet, and setteth me upon high places. So God can put you in a place, I'm there, but I'm living above it.
Amen. Amen.
Come on.
Amen. That's
I hate this
good.
job. When I come here, it's like I ain't here. Everybody in this place is miserable. Come on, say amen, somebody. Amen. But me, I don't know what y'all talking about.
Come on.
You hear about this? No. Here, Sally Gall would say, I didn't know nothing about it. Say amen, somebody. Here we have, I don't know nothing about it. I was at my machine breaking it off. Come on. Tell somebody in the house. Here they gonna close down, no. You hear that they're gonna close down every section but your section? No, I didn't hear nothing about it. Come on, somebody praise the Lord. I'm living above it. Say amen. He's giving me hinds feet. Say amen, somebody. And made me live in high places. I'm there, but I'm not there. Shout somebody out in the house. I'm going through, but I'm not coming through. Shout somebody in the house.
Thank you, Lord, for those hinds feet.
I say I'm a water walker.
Water.
I walk on water.
Come on.
Walk on water.
Water cannot legally hold me up.
Jesus.
Say amen, somebody.
Amen.
But God pulled a strange act. Oh, watch this. Another way he can deliver you is what we call a strange act. Listen to this. This is going to bless you. I got to get out of here after that. Isaiah 28. Well, it's going to really bless you. 20 to 21. For the bed is shorter than a man can stretch himself in. And the covering is narrower than he can wrap himself in.
This is good.
Because you be in some situations that don't fit you.
Amen.
I see this happen with covering. I see people go get covered by somebody that got a big name, but their bed's too short.
Oh, Jesus.
Ah! Yeah, you a prophet. And you in a church that don't even believe in prophecy. Because your bishop got a big name. Say amen, somebody. And your feet sticking out the end of the bed. Say amen, somebody. His understanding is not long enough to keep you. Say amen, somebody. And his covering is too narrow to cover you. Shout somebody in the house. God said, can't you understand? I already made you escape.
My God. That's good. That's good.
Now watch the next part of this verse.
Thank you, Father.
Jesus. Oh, that's good.
That's the next part of this verse. For the Lord shall rise up in Mount Perazim. You know what the word Perazim means? Breakthrough.
Amen.
It's called the mountain of breakthrough.
Come on.
Come
Remember
on.
when David said he named the place Baal Perazim?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
The Lord of breakthrough?
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Well, see, the Mount of Baal of Perazim meant you anointed
Wow.
to bring breakthrough.
Wow. Come on.
Jesus.
Ah.
Thank you, Lord Jesus.
That's what God has anointed you
Thank you, Lord God.
to bring breakthrough.
Thank you, Lord.
That anybody that comes to your church gets a breakthrough.
Come on.
Amen.
Anybody that comes around you gets a breakthrough. Say amen, somebody. Anybody associated with you, because you're on the Mount of Perazim. Say amen, somebody. There's an anointing on you to bring breakthrough. You have heavenly, territorial, governing authority to bring breakthrough.
Jesus. Amen.
That's
Yes.
good. Thank you, Lord.
Jesus.
You're giving
That's good.
answers. Jesus.
He shall be wroth as in the valley of Gibeon. You know what happened in the valley of Gibeon? The valley of Gibeon is the place where Joshua told the sun to stand still. God said, I'm going to give you a Gibeon moment.
Amen. Thank you, Lord.
I'm going to tell the sun to stand still for you.
Thank you, Lord.
It's too late. But God said, I'm going to stop the day, turn the day back because of you.
Thank you, Father.
But just for you. Everybody else, the day's going to be forward.
Thank you, Lord.
Shout, shout. But for you, I'm going to give you a Baal Perazim moment. Say amen, somebody. You stand upon the mount of breakthrough, and then I'm going to give you a Gibeon moment where out of your mouth you'll say, sun, stand thou still.
Come on.
And the sun stood still until Joshua could win the war. So you think you lost, but God said, I'm lengthening the day.
Thank you, Lord.
That's his part.
Come on.
Jesus. Hallelujah.
Then he says,
God. Jesus.
I'm going to do a strange work and bring to pass his act. The word strange there is an unusual word. It means to profane.
Come on.
So God said, I'm going to do something profane.
Amen.
That means
Thank you,
I'm gonna break
Lord.
my own laws.
Thank you, Lord.
He's going to break my own laws.
Glory. Jesus.
That means when the bullet should have hit your head, I'm going to break my law.
Thank you,
The
God.
car should have crashed. I'm going to break my law.
Thank you, Lord God.
Glory.
I'm going to do something profane. A strange act.
Thank you, Lord.
I'm going to do something that's illegal.
Thank you, Lord.
God.
Guess what else it means? To adulterate.
Woo.
So God's going to commit adultery for you.
Jesus. Jesus.
Come on, somebody shout. I'm going to do some stuff that ain't supposed to be done just for you. I'm going to bring you out because I'm the God of deliverance. Shout somebody out. I'm the God that's got more ways to deliver you than you can even think about. Somebody shout.
Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus.
Devil will distract his head saying, where they at?
Glory.
I know that happened.
Glory.
Now watch this
Thank
part.
you, Lord.
Watch this part. He will also do a Selah,
Right.
which means he'll stop time.
Amen.
Oh, my
Thank
God.
you, Lord.
Real moment.
And so he'll stop time for you, and it's going forward for everybody else. Then there's something else called a Higgian Selah. Higgian means machination. You know what the word machination means? That means a trick that you trick on yourself, and you think you're tricking somebody else.
It happened.
Come on.
See, the plan of salvation was the Higgian.
Yeah.
If the devil had any sense, he would have never let Jesus get to the cross.
Right.
So here the devil running Jesus to the cross, foaming at the mouth, thinking, "Oh, I got him there. I got him there. Come on, say amen, somebody."
That's right.
And he got on the cross, he died, and the devil didn't know. Don't you know you just killed yourself, homeboy?
Come on.
That you lost your power, say amen, somebody. So God's got to do a Higgian for you. I'll let somebody come to get you, and their trick against you turns to be your benefit. Come on, shout somebody tonight. God, so I gotta wait. I wish somebody shouted out.
Glory. Glory.
And the last thing he'll do is he'll translate you. If nothing else works, he said, "Come on, son. Boom. You're going to be across the street." But I have ever having to walk through.
Amen.
That is so good.
Right.
I'm going to take you in the next week so you can fix next week. So when you get to next week comes to pass.
Amen.
The Bible says, that which is that which shall be done.
Thank you, Father.
Is that which shall be. And there's no new thing under the sun.
That's right.
Thank you, Lord.
So nothing is done unless it's been done.
Thank you, Lord.
Right.
So God will translate you into next week.
Thank you, Father.
And you get to next week, so this feel like deja vu. I feel like I've been there.
All the time.
Shout! You trust it. Come on, shout somebody now. Come on, shout somebody. Give God some praise. I always have to so they prophesy. Here's what I hear God say to this
Thank
house.
you, Lord God. Thank you.
I have strategies that all I need to do is praise Him.
Thank you, Lord God. Hallelujah. Thank you,
Just
Lord
praise.
God. Hallelujah,
And God said,
Jesus.
whatever you locked in, just praise.
Thank you, Lord God.
Whatever
Hallelujah,
place you can't see
Jesus.
away, just praise.
Thank you, Lord.
Wherever it seems like there's no door,
Hallelujah,
just pray. Come on, put your
Thank
hands
you,
up
Lord
and
God.
praise.
Hallelujah. Thank you, Lord God. Hallelujah, Jesus.
Come on,
Thank you,
somebody
Lord God.
shout.
You're worthy, God.
Somebody shout. Give Him praise. 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 Give Him praise.
Thank you, Lord God. Hallelujah, Jesus, Lord God. We honor you, God. Hallelujah. Hallelujah, Jesus. We bless your holy name, God. Hallelujah, Jesus. Hallelujah, Jesus, Lord God. You're so worthy, God. Hallelujah, Jesus. Thank you, Lord God. Hallelujah, Jesus. Thank you, Lord God.
Kidneys. God is healing your kidneys. Is that your woman of God? You have kidney problem? Begin to thank God for your kidneys.
Thank you, Lord. Yes, Lord. Hallelujah. 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 Glory. Hallelujah, Jesus. Hallelujah.
I don't know what this means, but I see somebody you have need of dental work. And God, someone send you some money.
Yes, hallelujah.
Put your hands up and give God some praise.
Thank you, Lord God. Hallelujah, Jesus. Thank you, Lord God.
Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Lord.
He always
Hallelujah.
got a way to get you out. He won the same.
Thank you, Lord God.
All hope is lost. Everything is exhausted.
Thank you, Lord
Thus, I
God.
got ways that you can think of. If don't exist, I'll make them for you.
Yes, you can.
Somebody shout.
Hallelujah, Jesus. Thank you, Lord. Hallelujah. You're
Now,
worthy,
we're going to
God.
raise an offering. Let me see if y'all keep
Hallelujah,
shouting.
Jesus. Thank you, Lord God.
There's deaths all over here. This side was still alive. There's no death.
Hallelujah.
I don't know